Good morning. Yesterday we had talked about tragedy, definition of tragedy, what Aristotle has said about tragedy, and some elements of Shakespearean tragedy. We discussed two elements, the tragic hero and good versus evil. Today we'll move on to the third element of Shakespearean tragedy, that is hamartia. Hamartia is the Greek word for sin or error, which derives from the verb hemtenian, meaning to err or to miss the mark. In other words, hamartia refers to the hero's tragic flaw. It is another absolutely critical element of a Shakespearean tragedy. Every hero falls due to some flaw in his or her character. Here, once again, I would like to give a reference from A.C. Bradley, Shakespearean critic, who asserts, quote, "The calamities and catastrophe follow inevitably from the deeds of men, and the main source of these deeds is character," unquote. As a result of the fatal flaw, the hero falls from a high position, which usually leads to his/her unavoidable death. A good example of hamartia can be seen in Hamlet, when Hamlet's faltering judgment and failure to act lead him to his untimely death. He suffers from procrastination. He finds a number of opportunities to kill his uncle, but he fails because of his indecisive and procrastinating nature. Every time he delays taking action. In one case, he even finds an opportunity to kill Claudius while Claudius is praying. Still, Hamlet forgoes the excellent opportunity to achieve his goal with the excuse that he doesn't want to kill a man while he is praying. He wants to kill Claudius when he is in the act of committing a sin. It is this perfectionism, failure to act, and uncertainty about the correct path that ultimately result in Hamlet's death and lead Denmark into chaos. Number 4 element of Shakespearean tragedy is tragic waste. In Shakespearean tragedies, the hero usually dies along with his opponent. The death of a hero is not an ordinary death. It encompasses the loss of an exceptionally intellectual, honest, intelligent, noble, and virtuous person. In a tragedy, when good is destroyed along with evil, the loss is known as tragic waste. Shakespearean tragedy always includes a tragic waste of goodness. Hamlet is a perfect example of tragic waste. Even though Hamlet succeeds in uprooting the evil from Denmark, he does so at the cost of his death. In this case, Hamlet gets destroyed along with evil Claudius. Neither of them wins. Instead, they fail together. Next element is conflict. Conflict can be external as well as internal. First, we'll discuss external conflict. External conflict plays a vital role in the tragedies of Shakespeare. External conflict causes internal conflict in the mind of the tragic hero. Every tragic hero in a Shakespearean play is confronted with external conflicts that must be addressed. Hamlet, for example, is confronted with external conflict in the shape of his uncle Claudius. He has to take revenge, but as a result of his uncle's craftiness and effective security, Hamlet is not able to translate his ideas into action. This external conflict gives rise to internal conflict, which hinders Hamlet from taking any action. Internal conflict is one of the most essential elements in a Shakespearean tragedy. It refers to the confusion in the mind of the hero. Internal conflict is responsible for the hero's fall along with fate or destiny. The tragic hero always faces a critical dilemma. Often he cannot make a decision which results in his ultimate failure. Again, Hamlet is a perfect example. He is usually a doer, but over the course of the play, his indecision and frequent philosophical hang-ups create a barrier to action. Internal conflict is what causes Hamlet to spare the life of Claudius while he is praying. Next element is catharsis. Catharsis is a remarkable feature of a Shakespearean tragedy. It refers to the cleansing of the audience's pent-up emotions. In other words, you can say that Shakespearean tragedies help the audience to feel and release emotions through the aid of tragedy. When we watch a tragedy, we identify with the characters and take their losses personally. A Shakespearean tragedy gives us an opportunity to feel pity for a certain character and fear for another, almost as if we are playing the roles ourselves. The hero's hardships compel us to empathize with him. The villain's cruel deeds cause us to feel wrath toward him. Tears flow freely when a hero like Hamlet dies. At the same time, we feel both sorry for Hamlet and happy that Claudius has received his proper punishment. Next is supernatural elements. Supernatural elements are another key aspect of a Shakespearean tragedy. They play an important role in creating an atmosphere of awe, wonder, and sometimes fear. Supernatural elements are typically used to advance the story and drive the plot. The ghost Hamlet sees plays an important role in stirring up internal conflict. It is the ghost who tells Hamlet his father was killed by his uncle Claudius and assigns him the duty of taking revenge. Similarly, the witches in Macbeth play a significant role in the plot. These witches are responsible for motivating Macbeth to resort to murder in order to ascend the throne of Scotland. Then is the absence of poetic justice. Poetic justice means good is rewarded and evil is punished. It refers to a situation in which everything comes to a fitting and just end. There is no poetic justice in the tragedies of Shakespeare. Rather, these plays contain only partial justice. Shakespeare understood that poetic justice rarely occurs outside of fiction. Good deeds often go without reward, and immoral people are often free to enjoy life to its fullest. Good is crushed along with evil. Hamlet dies along with Claudius. The last element is comic relief. Comic relief is the final key element, and Shakespeare didn't follow in the footsteps of his classical predecessors when writing tragedies. Greek and Roman writers didn't use comic relief, but Shakespeare wanted to relieve the tension of the reader and lighten up the mood here and there. A few examples of comic relief scenes include the gravedigger scene in Hamlet, the drunken poet scene in Macbeth, the fool is the smarter than the king dialogue in King Lear, and the Polonius in the Wing's speech in Hamlet. Therefore, here comes the end to the 9 elements which make a Shakespearean tragedy what it is like. And these are the important features which we find in a Shakespearean tragedy.